Ariana Madix is clapping back at Rachel Leviss in her lawsuit, now claiming, well, she's actually revealing what went down with the naughty FaceTime video, who she actually sent it to. We're going to get into it. Rachel Leviss also has a new boyfriend. Rachel Leviss is also doubling down on why she thinks that she should sue Ariana. We got a little bit of a Dorit update, and Jennifer Aydin seems to be in hot water. Let's get into it. You're listening to No Filter with Zach Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What up, everybody? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. What's up, everybody in the club? Happy, what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Tipsy Tuesday, Thirsty Tuesday, whatever Tuesday is doing for you. I hope your week's off to a great start. We have a lot that we will be getting into today. Do we want to start with Rachel and Ariana? Do we want to start with Doritos? Doritos looking like a hot bag of flaming hot Doritos. Jennifer Aydin? Well, actually, I just saw this. Apparently, I mean, I haven't gotten too many details about it, but I saw Giorgio Says was talking about it on online that apparently she's in some hot water with some DMs, I guess, that were revealed about her and some account on Twitter called Melissa's Old Nose. I think they have me blocked on Twitter, so I don't really know anything about Melissa's Old Nose. Any one of those accounts that like has to block people, or like the ones that are in their Twitter bio and they're like blocked by Margaret Josephs, blocked by Giselle Bryant. I'm like, what a loser. Like, that's your identity, is that you're going to be proud of being blocked by somebody. Loser. Anyway, that said, I guess there were some alleged DMs between Melissa's Old Nose and Jennifer Aydin, which I actually like Jennifer Aydin. I think she's a great reality star. She's very entertaining, great villain on Jersey. But yeah, apparently she's been working with a lot of the bloggers, spilling some tea. I heard something about how she was allegedly giving like Bravo accounts access to screeners, which you're not allowed to do. I don't know. There's a lot of mess going on over in Jersey right now. But Dorit Kemsley, so it was reported in the Daily Mail that, so I've been hearing a bunch of different things. Zach, the beard is getting long. What's up with that? What do you mean, what's up with that? Maybe I just wanted to let it grow. Listen, to be honest, I'm tired in the morning. I got a very finite amount of time in between dog walks and gym time and prepping for the show. So yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, I was saying Dorit reported in the Daily Mail that I guess she's now possibly facing, according to this report, a demotion and possibly being edited down into only 3 episodes. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. So from what I have heard about Dorit is that I heard that she was trying to negotiate. She wanted to get more money. I heard that she was using like the Garcelle stuff as kind of like a reason, like she, has to take heed, and her family's, her kids are being dragged on social media, and it's not fair, and all this stuff, right? But now it looks like maybe that was a possible deflection, because it looks like they really want to lean into Dorit and PK's separation. So PK has been living, here we go, more breaking news. PK's been living separately from Dorit Kemsley. Uncertain why, but the rumors are, there are plenty of rumors about the husband. The rumors are that PK has been staying in a Beverly Hills hotel while Dorit has been home with the kids. We know that he was in the UK quite a bit. He had a separate reality show that has since been canceled. So I don't know what work. I know his work in real estate and his work with this new show were what was taking him to London. He's not in London anymore. Time to click your ruby red slippers and come back home. We're not in Kansas anymore. Now we're up at a Beverly Hills hotel away from our wife. That's a little fishy, right? Listen, anytime somebody's husband is living somewhere else, I have questions, And now that it's been out there, I have more questions. So the rumor is that, I guess, they want to lean into what's going on in Dorit's marriage and why they're living apart. And Dorit's like, there's nothing, there's not an issue. We're fine. We're all good. Apparently she wants to protect her kids, which I get it. But at the same time, it's also like, why doesn't your husband live here? Why is your husband not living with you? Questions that we have, right? It's not like Madison LaCroix's husband on Southern Charm, right? Where he's a firefighter. His career, his job takes him away a few days a week, but they constantly are trying to make time for each other. It seems like something's up with Dorit and PK because they're not spending a whole lot of time together. If anything, they're spending less and less time together. Who knows? But so they want Dorit to lean into that. If not, she is facing a possible demotion and possibly getting edited down to about 3 episodes, is what the Daily Mail is reporting. Like I said, I heard that she was asking for money, which would make sense that she's like, well, I don't, if I'm going to be a friend of, then I want to be paid more money. Or like, I'm assuming negotiations are part of what are preventing her from signing. How can he afford a hotel? That's a great question, Annie. I don't know his finances. Listen, credit cards go a long way. Friends go a long way as well. Wasn't a show in the UK canceled? Yes, it was. It was canceled after 1 season. It is not being renewed for a 2nd season. So that's what I know about Dorit and PK. Let's talk about Ariana Madix, Rachel Leviss. Well, first of all, Rachel Leviss has a new boyfriend, you guys. She's got a hunky new boyfriend. Very curious what we think of this situation. I was actually surprised. I'm like, you went from Tom Sandoval to this guy. His name is Matt Dunn. Dun da da dun. Yeah, his name is Matt Dunn. He's a hunk of burning love. Not many details about him. So, what was the account? Taste of Reality. It's a blog, and they have a pop-in Instagram account. I follow them on Instagram account. Follow their tea if you're not following them. Taste of Reality. They posted a photo of Rachel and this guy Matt together. They also they were seen in group photos. He had a it looks like they're out to dinner together. He's wearing, he's dressed up very nicely. He has his tie on. She's in a cute dress. It looks like they went to some sort of fancy dinner. And the photo was his profile picture on Facebook. He has since changed the profile picture. He has since made his profile private on Facebook and on Instagram. So this date night photo is no longer his main photo on Facebook. He also, according to his Instagram, had several group photos of them hanging out together with other people. There's one specifically in a screenshot that was shared by Taste of Reality that's of Rachel commenting a couple weeks ago saying, what a great experience. And then she has a cactus and some fun emojis. And then he responded, his Instagram account is Matt Dunn 20. He responded, so much fun with a kissy face. And I was like, oh, listen, he's hunky, right? He's a cutie patootie. He's a hunk of burning. I'm like, she went from Tom Sandoval to this. Get it, girl. That is an upgrade. But so upon further investigation, like I said, he has since deleted the photos of Rachel and made his account private. But you see him, I mean, they're together in a group, by a waterfall. I assume she's singing, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the sandy dicks that you used to. So, from what we were able to dig up on him, which is not very much, according to his LinkedIn, he's the CEO of a Washington-based investment group. Also interesting. I mean, I'm assuming he's not happy that all the internet sleuths are now digging him up. He's removed his profile picture. Oh, no, he hasn't. It's still there. He's a cutie. If you look at his profile picture on LinkedIn, I'm like, damn, what a snack. Gobble me, swallow me. But so, yeah, company owner at Dunn Investment Group. So he seems to be a finance guy. Listen, this is his about me. Oh, great. Let's get into this. This is going to be fun. I believe in putting in the work. I measure twice and cut once. Oh, okay. What are we measuring? What are we cutting? What work are we putting in? Rachel's good at putting in the work too, right? She was putting in the work while Ariana was at her grandmother's funeral. I am laser focused on results, and I don't believe anything worth having in life comes easy. Well, your girlfriend. With this mind, there is plenty of room to have fun and enjoy the process. Yep. Rachel learned that too. I've already won the greatest prize to exist. What else is left but to love, to learn, and to give freely of what I have freely received? Interesting. Um, then he lists out his behavioral issues. Hungry for growth and for people. He's hungry for that. Coach, usable. I'll do anything, everything, or at times, nothing at all. Wow. He's powerverse. Sacrificial. Ooh, oh, Rachel's very sacrificial. Building the kingdom and its people is a high priority on my list. Trustworthy. I am where I said I would be, doing what I said I would do when I said I would do it. Learning. I proactively seek knowledge and best practices while developing my leadership ability. Elevating. I resource and promote the up and coming, even at the expense of my own promotion. Mission over position is my posture. And then his power values. Ooh, we love a good power value. Power virtues. Sorry, not power values, power virtues. Curiosity. Well, Matt, curiosity did kill the cat. Are you killing Rachel's coochie? Her kitty. Creativity. Ooh, Rachel was doing some good macaroni art at the Meadows. Vitality. Okay. Here for it. Focus and intention. Okay, I know I'm throwing a lot of shade, but listen, he looks like a great guy. I'm actually really happy for Rachel. If I mean, it seems like this is her boyfriend, but like I'm really happy if they're in a good place and they seem to be going steady. I mean, listen, hungry, usable, sacrificial, trustworthy, learning, elevating, curiosity, creativity, vitality, focus, intention. He's a dude in finance. Self-employed from Alliance Imports. He was the principal of Selective Wholesales. Oh, he was a sergeant. Sergeant? Is that how you spell sergeant? I didn't realize. I thought sergeant was spelled with an A, but it's, I guess, spelled with an E. He's a former Marine. Wow. He's hot. He even got an endorsement from Laura Buckner. I don't know who she is. She's a retail associate at the Dollar Tree stores. Okay. And she gave him quite the endorsement. She reminds me of Sloppy Joe. Matt is quite simply an amazing human being. His energy and drive are contagious and inspiring. Working with him is an honor and a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing his company continue to grow and flourish. Wow, what an endorsement, Laura. Listen, very attractive man, tall dude, seems really grounded. It says he's in Washington, though. I don't know how or where Rachel would have met him, maybe through a friend at the Meadows. He seems very grounded and balanced, and he's very attractive. And if this is really Rachel's new boyfriend, I'm not mad at it. Good for her. I'm actually happy for her. It seems to be an upgrade. But again, what I would just wish is she would leave Vanderpump World. It's like, if this is your boyfriend, go leave Hollywood. You know, he seems like a good guy. Seems like he can take good care of you. Seems like he would support you in whatever you wanted to do. If you wanted to launch a Beverly Beach line, I'm sure he would support the shit out of that, Rachel. This is what Rachel needs to be focused on. A good, healthy relationship, a good, stable job with some longevity. Even if she wanted to start a podcast about something that wasn't a fucking Vanderpump Rules recap, I would support that. I actually want to see Rachel do well. I just think she has a lot of people around her that are not helping her, not to her benefit. But I mean, she seems happy. I don't know. I agree. Cat lady, he's better looking than Ariana's boy toy. I agree. He's more of my type than Ariana's boy toy. I don't find Ariana's boyfriend attractive, but I mean, if that's what Ariana's into, good for her. Not my type though. So I have to agree. The former Marine, you know, with the investment companies, I'm gonna go for that one. I'm gonna go over there. Okay, over there. His name is Matt Dunn. Um. So yeah, you know, good for her. Oh, Alexia Nepola. Or I guess she's not Nepola anymore. She's no more Nepola because she's getting divorced. She and Marisol are opening up about her divorce. And she says that she still doesn't know what happened. After 3 weeks, she doesn't know why Todd filed a divorce. I don't believe that. I think you always know what happened. You just, you always know what happened. You just, you turn a blind eye. You know, you pretend you don't know what really went down, but you always know. Your gut's always there. And then I think it's easy once you want to play the victim. Should not do that. Okay. What else? We talked about the boyfriend. Okay, let's talk about Ariana's filing and her clap back at Rachel Leviss because there's a lot to this. Well, first off, Rachel went on to her podcast and she was like trying to defend. Let me see if I can play the clip and I'll react to it live here because I was listening to it last night, I think. Was it last night or this morning? No, it was last night. Okay.
Decision to make, and I think I've said this before, but I really had to weigh everything, and I feel very angry about it, and more so on Tom's part. But the fact that Ariana sent it out, it's like both of those things are equally wrong, and it just blew up, and it was because of this video. So it's like if everyone's out to hold people accountable, I feel like an upholding my truth and myself to hold these people accountable too.
Who does she send it to? Like, I'm so confused. I tweeted, I said, when the mistress says my truth, like, what? Your truth in the affair? Like, what? Like, at some point, just like lick your wounds, focus on rebuilding, and like try to have a good life, you know? Like, nobody was talking about the FaceTime anymore. We were done. We had moved on from it. The cease and desist happened. Ariana provided proof that the videos were deleted. The fact that she's even like doubling out down and being like, you know, this is my truth and I need to stand up for myself. I'm just like, God, like, girl, like you have a hot new boyfriend. Like you have a podcast deal with iHeartRadio. Like do something, leave. Like if you wanted to be on Vanderpump so badly, then come back to Vanderpump. But like right now, like just stop. It drives me crazy. It drives me insane in the membrane. So, oy. But okay, so we have Ariana, who's responding. Okay, should we just read through these court documents? I feel like maybe I'll pull it up on the. Oh, you know what? Let me. I have them here on my phone, but I feel like I want to pull them up on the screen, or I can just read them. It's just a little small on my phone. And we even have the text messages that Ariana is providing. She's ready. Like she's done with this and she's ready to just like tell Rachel enough is enough. Enough is enough. She's done with it. But so anyway, she filed some court documents and she is claiming, I did not send the videos to anyone else. I only saw the video of Levis masturbating in places secluded from others, alone in the bathroom stall and in the alley with Mr. Sandoval, which is interesting because remember when someone supposedly a source close to Rachel was trying to say that the video wasn't even a naughty video, that she was wearing lingerie, you couldn't really see anything. They were trying to twist the narrative. But she says a heated argument ensued between me and Mr. Sandoval. Mr. Sandoval forcibly grabbed my phone from my hands, causing my credit cards and driver's license to fall to the pavement. I quickly grabbed my cards off the pavement and chased after Mr. Sandoval, who had further distanced himself from the club. By the time I caught up to him, Mr. Sandoval deleted from my phone the videos I had recorded of the FaceTime video. Okay, let's get into the actual filings, and we'll just read through all of it. I'm gonna pretend I'm Emily D. Baker for a sec. Love M. I'm gonna play Emily. I'm gonna channel my inner Emily D. Baker. There you go. Oh, yeah. Rachel Leviss is she's something else, ain't she? But so we do have Okay, the declaration of Ariana Madix. So, Ariana writes, this is her full declaration. Those were just some of the snippets I had in my notes. I, Ariana Madix, declare I am the defendant in this action. I make this declaration in support of the special motion to strike pursuant of Code of Civil Procedure Section 425.16 filed concurrently herewithin. I have personal knowledge of the matter stated herein, except where stated on information in the belief, and if called as a witness, I would and completely testify thereto. So this is her response. She wants to have the lawsuit thrown out. She wants it dismissed because she doesn't think that there are any like legitimate grounds that Rachel has to be able to pursue litigation against her. Okay. As of March 1st, 2023, I had been in a committed relationship with defendant Tom Sandoval for over 9 years. During the evening of March 1st, 2023, I went to a club in West Hollywood, Tom to see Mr. Sandoval's band play. While playing, Mr. Sandoval's phone fell from his pocket and a mutual friend handed it to me. That was Kristen Doty. Because we had been in a committed relationship for so long and because we trusted one another and presumably did not keep secrets from one another, I knew many of Mr. Sandoval's passcodes, including the one for his phone. I had previously accessed Mr. Sandoval's phone on other occasions with his knowledge and consent. For reasons, hold on, sorry. Sorry, I lost my place. For reasons I still do not know, call it a woman's intuition. When the set ended, I felt the need to check Mr. Sandoval's phone and went to the women's room for privacy. In a locked stall, I accessed Mr. Sandoval's phone and saw text conversations between Mr. Sandoval and plaintiff that appeared incomplete because portions of them had been deleted, which had made me suspicious. Oh, she found the deleted text messages. Oh, not the deleted text messages. While other women waited to use the toilet, I opened the photo app on Mr. Sandoval's phone and was shocked to find a video of a FaceTime call between Mr. Sandoval and plaintiff that showed Mr. Sandoval's face in the upper corner, while the main image was of plaintiff masturbating. I hurriedly took out my phone and made 2 recordings of the FaceTime video. Prior to that moment, I considered plaintiff a friend and did not know that she and Mr. Sandoval were having an affair. I left the bathroom and walked up to Mr. Sandoval, who asked if I wanted to go to the alley for a cigarette. Damn right, I want to go to the alley for a cigarette. We got to talk about some stuff. Okay, so it sounds like she's saying that she made 2 recordings of the FaceTime video. I'm assuming she didn't text them. So it sounds like she had Tom's phone, she saw the phone, and she took her phone and she recorded his phone, the videos on his phone, is what I'm gathering happened, right? Not so much that she sent them to herself, but she recorded the phone that had the videos and she made 2 recordings of the FaceTime video. She only refers to one FaceTime video, but she refers to 2 recordings. Got it. Left to the bathroom and he's like, "Hey, honey, you want a cigarette? What up?" In the alley, I confronted Mr. Sandoval about his affair with plaintiff. Concerned that people might overhear us, Mr. Sandoval tried to move me away from the club. Around the same time, I sent the videos I recorded to plaintiff along with the text message reading, "You're dead to me." A true and correct copy of a screenshot that message is attached here too as Exhibit 1. I did not send the videos to anyone else, nor did I share, display, or show the videos to anyone else. To be clear, I only saw the video of plaintiff masturbating in places secluded from others, i.e., alone in the bathroom stall and in the alley with Mr. Sandoval. A heated argument ensued between me and Mr. Sandoval forcibly grabbed my phone from my hands, causing my credit cards and driver's license to fall to the pavement. I quickly grabbed my cards off the pavement and chased after Mr. Sandoval, who had further distanced himself from the club. By the time I caught up to him, Mr. Sandoval had deleted from my phone these videos I had recorded of the FaceTime video. Mr. Sandoval had deleted the videos from the recently deleted folder on my phone. Minutes later, I text one of my friends, Logan Cochran, about what had happened, stating, I called her after finding out and texting her videos of herself from Tom's phone that I took. Tom took my phone and deleted them, chased him all the way down San Vicente. True and correct copies of screenshots I took of those messages are attached here too as Exhibit 2. And she provides copies of screenshots of both of these text messages. After learning about the affair, I began informing my family and other close friends about plaintiff's affair with Mr. Sandoval, including how learned about it by discovering the text messages and the FaceTime video on Mr. Sandoval's phone. I declare under penalty of perjury under the law of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. Executed April 26th, 2024, Los Angeles, California. Okay. Then we have screenshots of her text messages to Rachel Leviss. It says Raquel. When are we going to watch What Happens Live? Oh, we're going to watch the Watch What Happens Live episode. Rachel says, oh, nice. I'm trying to find the whole episode on YouTube right now, but I don't think it's out yet. Same, it's on Peacock. If you have Spectrum, it will be on at 3. 40 more minutes. Yay, I'm happy you're coming with Brad and Jamie. And then that Wednesday, she said, you are dead to me. Ariana, I don't know what to say right now besides I really fucked up and I am so, so sorry. Shut the fuck up, you fucking rat. And then Ariana, you stopped sharing your location with Raquel Levis. Whew. She was sharing her location with Raquel Levis. And then she has the text messages to Logan, who she has under her phone as daddy. My gosh, she has so many unread text messages. She has over 200 unread text messages. No. Text messages to Logan say, I called her after finding out and texting her the videos of herself from Tom's phone that I took. Tom took my phone and deleted them, chased him all the way down San Vicente. And she has all the text messages that she provides in the evidence. Guys, this seems like a pretty close case. She didn't share the fucking, like, how many times are we going to do this again and again and again? Loose Goose says, Rachel making a few months turn into a few years. Jeez. No kidding. Fuck that. She was masturbating. What about, why is it wrong for her to masturbate? Ariana got me beat. I only have 191 messages. I don't have any unread messages. It gives me anxiety to have unread messages. Emails and messages, like I need to clear them out. I don't like leaving unread messages. It's like so anxiety writing for me. Who else is named in the lawsuit? Who are Jane and John Doe? Well, if they're Jane and John Doe, how were we supposed to know who are Jane and John Doe? The only people that are being sued right now are Tom and Ariana. Yeah, Rachel is trying to make a square fit into a circle. Well, Mallory, she made her friend's dick fit into her circle. I think masturbation is more specific than sex act. Sex act could be misinterpreted. Are we debating why she used the word masturbation? I don't know. Why is she messy for being honest? I don't think she's messy. I don't think you guys think Ariana's being messy. Okay, we have Loose Goose that says hit the like button, good people. Yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, wow, we have 425 people streaming this live on YouTube. Please hit the like button. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are about this, and I'll get into some of your reactions. They'd still be in her iCloud though, unless the iCloud share is shared between them. Would it be in her? Not if it's deleted though, and then deleted from the recently shared folders. Because like if I have something on my phone and I delete it from my phone, it wouldn't automatically appear on my iPad anymore. Like it would be gone and deleted. No. So, yeah. I don't know. This whole thing just sounds wildly exhausting, you know? It's ridiculous that Rachel's even suing Ariana. Yeah, she's suing her for revenge porn and intentional infliction of emotional distress. I mean, this kind of sounds pretty simple then, right? She's proving that the videos were deleted. She's claiming that she never shared them with anyone. So unless Rachel has hard evidence that the videos were shared with other people, unless somebody is willing to go on record and say, yes, Ariana showed this video with me, and unless there's proof then it's going to be a he said, she said sort of situation of Ariana showed this to me, and then Ariana would be like, no, I didn't. But if Ariana is saying that Tom deleted the videos off of her phone right in that moment, then that means she has no, like, there's nothing left there, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. Ariana is going to get her lawyer's fees back. She better. When I deleted messages off my iPhone, it was still on my Apple Watch. They updated it, and now it deleted off of everything. Yeah, my understanding is it deletes off of everything. I didn't realize it would save somewhere. Zach, is there a Jane and John Doe in the court filings that they supposedly received the video? Bring them to light. Where's Jane and John Doe? If they're claiming that they saw these videos, how? Where did they see them? Who did she send them to? Who would Ariana send these videos to that would then go on record and say, yes, Ariana showed me these videos? Come on. Thank you, Pamela B, for the super sticker. All right, let's get into, let me know what you guys think, and then we can get into some of your reactions to all of this, because it is pretty wild. But before we get into your reactions, this just in, body odor is officially canceled. For good this time. Unlike certain other deodorants, Lumi's whole body deodorant is powered by mandelic acid to deliver outrageous 72-hour odor control everywhere from your pits to your feet, and yes, even your privates. In fact, it was a patient's concern about private part odor that originally inspired the OBGYN who invented Lumi. Fast forward 6 years, and her game-changing whole body deodorant has now earned over 300,000 five-star reviews from people like me who love smelling great and feeling confident head to toe. It's my new go-to. Put it to test at the gym. It actually works. And you can choose from a variety of fresh, bright scents like clean tangerine, lavender sage, and toasted coconut. And as a special offer for my listeners, you new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code NOFILTER at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit Lumi, L-U-M-E, LumiDeodorant.com and use code NOFILTER. Okay. Let's see. Mallory says, I really want to know if Mike Showhead is going to respond to Paulina's lawsuit. I think he has to respond within 21 days or something. Oh, yeah, that was messy. When we saw the videos of him and him choking her. Oof. Messy, messy, messy. Joel Patry says, if I were the judge, I'd immediately throw out the portion of the lawsuit pertaining to Ariana. It has zero merit. Unless Rachel has actual evidence, which at this point doesn't look like it, like she actually has any, like, what is her evidence? Like, other than her gut feeling, or she thinks that somebody else saw it or somehow it got out there. I mean, it sounds like Ariana was telling people about the video, but it doesn't sound like Ariana showed the video to anyone. Doesn't sound like Ariana had an opportunity to send the video to anyone, because it sounds like this all happened very quickly, and Tom deleted all of it off of Ariana's phone very quickly as well. Probably because Tom knew how, like, the Faith and Jack's audio recording that was accidental, how that ended up blowing up and getting played on Vanderpump Rules, and he was probably like, let's prevent this from getting out there because this is going to be really bad, and then the affair is going to look really bad. And so Tom was probably already thinking of, like, trying to prevent this from getting out there. But again, it doesn't seem like Ariana had the videos to even share with anybody. And again, why? That was my biggest question, is like, why? Like, what would be her motivation in sharing it with other people? It's kind of gross. Zach Peter, deleted videos are easy to recover on your phone. It takes 2 steps. They are not really ever deleted. What? Okay, please explain to me the 2 steps, Luciana. Because she says that Tom deleted them, and he also deleted them from your recently deleted folder. I mean, if there's a way to retrieve them, that's good information for me. You know, I mean, okay, we can all learn something new. I would love to know those 2 steps. Where do they go if they're not ever deleted? Yeah, where do they go? A forensic computer analyst can prove Ariana never sent them to anyone. Yeah, no, that's true. I would assume, should this move to trial, she will get a forensic computer analyst to actually, do a forensic review of the phone and prove that. Per Emily, She said, it's common to add Jane Doe while waiting for evidence. I don't believe anyone has claimed to have seen the video. So that's probably who Jane and John Doe are potential people that they're waiting to come forth that would be willing to go on record. Because I don't think anybody has gone on record, nor do I think anybody would go on record. Did Jane and John Doe sound like witnesses? Did they see the video? Seems likely. Well, according to Emily's comment, Zach, I would have shared them with my friends, not thinking about it. But why? I don't know. I guess to me, I would not have shared that. If I saw my man of 9 years banging my friend, I would be grossed out. I would not want to share that or circulate that anywhere. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Like, what is this? What is this? What are those? Titties. What are those? Coochie. That would not be my instinct. I can understand how maybe somebody else may want to do that. I don't understand the motivation for wanting to send that out there, because it's really just like the disgusting evidence that proves that I was cheated on. So like, why would I send that out to everybody? Like, it just, to me, that wouldn't make sense. If that video was sent out, we would have seen it. This chick. That's my thing too, is it's like, if it was sent out, if people were so freely seeing this video and talking about this video, then why didn't the video leak? Why didn't, Melissa's old nose post it on Twitter? Remember when Sheena passed around Stassi's sex tape without her consent? Way worse. Yes, I do remember that. Stassi was very upset, and she said that was her issue with. See, that could have been a case of revenge porn. Stassi could have sued Sheena for revenge porn over that, but instead everyone wanted to conceal it, and it never got out there, and Lisa Vanderpump ended up paying off that guy to get rid of it. But yes, I do remember that. Joe says, I would have done exactly what Ariana did. Text it to Rachel. Yeah. I caught my ex cheating on me and saw photos and definitely didn't send them to my friends. I didn't want them to have to burn their eyes from the disgust. Yeah, I'm with Mallory in the live chat on this one. I agree with her. Not even kind of. Why would I want to share that with anybody else? I would be so mortified by it. I would be like, look, bitch, I found your coochie on my man's phone, and I would send it to her, but I wouldn't send it out to all of my friends. I would be so now, even kind of picturing it and putting my friends and people into this actual scenario. I'm like, if I fucking saw that, I would be fucking disgusted. I would not want anybody else to see that, because that's also embarrassing for me. Now I'm actually putting myself in Ariana's shoes and putting people into these pieces in my own life. And I'm like, whew. I have big reactions, but that is not one of the reactions I would have had. Oh. Pamela says, I went cuckoo when I found out my ex-husband was cheating. I showed friends, but censored his pee-pee. One of the biggest elements of a civil case is proving damages. None of Rachel's damages are from the distribution of the video. That's a good point. And that's what I discussed when we originally reported on the lawsuit, was she would have to prove damages. And the hard part is she would have to prove that her loss of income had to do with the video, not necessarily the scandal, right? Because she's trying to make the argument that the reason the scandal became so big was because of this video. When it's like that was more of the straw that broke the camel's back. That was the catalyst, right? But there was still a 7-month affair that was going on beforehand. There was this whole thing that you did that then perpetuated this scandal. And the whole thing that you did was not just the FaceTime video that never got out. People had heard about it, but it wasn't even edited into the show. They edited it out of the show. Because Rachel also said on her podcast, she's like, I'm so upset that Bravo chose to edit out the scene between me and Tom Sandoval where he admits to, saving the video. And I'm like, wait a minute. Your Mickey Mouse attorney sent everybody a cease and desist to prevent the video or mention of the video from getting out. And then there was the email exchange between production and Rachel's former attorney, where they agreed that they weren't going to air anything about the FaceTime video to, prevent Rachel from being embarrassed on the show any further from the affair that she committed. So, especially because they were claiming it was done without her consent, whatever. So Why are you upset that it didn't air when your attorney requested that it didn't air and your attorney sent everybody a cease and desist? What happens when you send a cease and desist? What is a cease and desist? It means to cease and desist a behavior. Cease and desist from saying something, talking about something. It's to shut something down, to shut someone up. So you're like, oh, I'm so mad that, they followed my cease and desist and didn't air the conversation. Like, oh, how dare they follow my legally sent letter to them to cease and desist talking about the video? How dare they? But it's like, but that's what you can do. You can go on your podcast and present this narrative, and then, dense people are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh, how unfair of Bravo. Team Rachel, believe women. I believe in believing women, but not when they continue to lie. Zach, I need you to bring in Rachel's Mickey Mouse publicist and set her straight. Again? I don't have time for that. Rachel lives in her own world. She really does. Like, I'm like, what world does she just thinks she can go on this podcast and say whatever she wants for completely forgetting major details and facts. The problem is that Rachel doesn't understand what her team is doing. No, she doesn't. I mean, they're using her. Do we think maybe she didn't understand the cease and desist would include the show? What did she think? Like, let's just take that. Yeah, okay. Let's go there with that one. What did she think the cease and desist was for, if not for the show? She was preventing them from going on a national press tour to talk about it? But she thought that it would be okay if they used the national platform that they have, which is a reality television show that they've all signed up to film and we're currently filming as the scandal was breaking. Also, like, what did she think? Like, if we go with that argument, like, what did she think that the cease and desist was gonna do? Like, what was she expecting? I think Rachel's smarter than she lets on. Let's hope so. For her sake, I'm praying that she is. I'm praying that there's a method to this madness and a strategy. The only thing that makes sense is that she's really just using this to extend her relevancy and trying to, have some sort of career rehab by positioning herself as a victim that will soon be the phoenix that rises, right? To hush the cast, but not Bravo. Bravo is not on camera. The cast is on camera. The cast is what's being filmed, Texas Phoenix. Bravo isn't the one being silenced on Vanderpump Rules. The cast that she sent a cease and desist to, and I believe she also sent the cease and desist to production, but the cast is the one they're the ones that are being filmed for the reality show. So they legally can't talk about it. And if Bravo wants to abide by it, Joe says, LOL, you guys give her too much credit. I agree, Joe. I think I'm with you on this one. I don't know. She also said Lisa tried to say that she sent her dog to a kill shelter. I've gone through and can't find anyone say, about the kill shelter. Yeah, I don't think Lisa ever said that the dog went to a kill shelter. But again, that's a great PR talking point when you know that there was the whole Dorit storyline. Lucy Smith says she also, we just read that one. The Texas Phoenix X, I don't think she is when it comes to the world of law that smart at all. Not many people are. Right, but that's why her attorney shouldn't be letting her go on this podcast to spew these alternative facts. Yeah, okay, you guys are really just dragging Rachel in these comments. I'm not going to read all of them. People are telling her what she needs and deserves to be relevant for this. That's I think what makes me the most sad. And this is kind of the conversation I had when her little Mickey Mouse publicist was all up in my DMs. I was like, you're trying to tell me that she's not trying to stay relevant. She doesn't want to be famous. I go, then why does she have you on retainer? Are you not her publicist? What is your job as her publicist? To cheerlead for her? No, your job is to keep her name relevant, to craft a public image of her that stays relevant and consistent. Why else would she have a publicist on retainer? You know who doesn't have a publicist on retainer? Me. I don't have a publicist on retainer. if I wanted to, and listen, my team has discussed bringing a publicist on board, and I've always said there's no reason to bring a one. I naturally know how to make headlines, and two, like you only need a publicist when you're promoting something. I was like, if there's a book, if there's a new wine line, if there's something specific that we want to promote, if there's a tour that we want to promote, then we bring a publicist on retainer because the publicist's job is to gain publicity, to gain media mentions, to gain press and headlines, you know? So I was very confused as to why this publicist is trying to be like, no, Rachel's just trying to be a good person that has a publicist on retainer. She's paying you. So you have an incentive to defend her. Got it. Great. But don't try to be like, oh, no, she doesn't want to be relevant. She just wants to move on with her life. Then why does she have you on retainer? You're not a crisis management team. Also, I think at this point she doesn't need crisis management, nor do I think she needs a publicist. Nikki says, what's odd is she removed the restraining order from Sheena. When Sheena did pop her one, wouldn't have made sense to sue Sheena in a civil lawsuit. She got a scar. That's easier to prove. That's a good point, Nikki. That's the good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I agree. Stacy says, please don't get a publicist, Zach. We like the true you. Well, trust me, even if I get a publicist, that's not going to change anything about me. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day when he's like, why are you on the internet fighting with Up and Adam again? I was like, because bitch drank some wine and wanted to play. And I had a little time, so I gave him a little attention. And I popped off on Twitter and he's like, somebody needs to take your social media away from you. And I'm like, that's who I am. I'm impulsive. And if a bitch is going to come and talk shit, then you know what? A bitch is going to respond. Period. End of story. Okay. When I got a little time, over the weekend. I was taking it easy. I had a little time and I was like, you know what? I found my nails, have a little wine, and pop off on Twitter. I was actually mostly sober for a lot of my pop offs over the weekend. So yeah. Great point about Rachel having a publicist. Exactly. Seems like Rachel went to Diddy F. Oh, she used to be so wholesome and pure and then turned super dark. I don't know. My cat scratch is worse than that so-called scar Rachel got, which is now gone. She's like, I have a permanent scar. And the scar is now gone. Bad publicity is still publicity. It shows that you still care about Adam. I don't know if I say that it shows that I still care. I mean, I don't. Well, we were friends, so like, yeah, that I believed was real at one point. But I don't know. I just, it was just weird. He just started going on Instagram stories and was talking about. I mean, I was gonna save this for members, but see, this is me. Like, I can't help my mouth. I can't help myself. You know, I don't know. He went on his Instagram the other day and on his stories. I don't think it was a feed, but people were sending me screenshots of his stories about saying that I said that his husband left him. And I was like, I never said that. When did I say that your husband left you? Like, it was weird. And it was like, it was the strangest. Maybe we'll get into it in members only. I don't know. It was just the strangest, like, random bout of Instagram stories that I was like, what? And he's like, if you ever see me out, like, he was trying to act all big and bad. I'm like, the fuck? Who was this? Because remember a few months ago when you were on YouTube crying that you were the victim and you were getting death threats and anti-Semitic comments. Um, and somehow that was like coming from me and you didn't explain like how, but you were very vague in that. And then all of a sudden you're the meanest bitch I will ever meet and catch me out in these, cash me outside. I was like, the fuck is this? At least listen, I have a big mouth and I'm consistent about that. I can't help myself. But like, come on, really? Really? You're going to be big and bad? It's like, you'll find out the real reason my husband lives in another state. And then you're going to feel ridiculous. And I was like, I don't care. I didn't even know you guys were living apart. First of all, you just outed your own tea. I had no clue that you guys were even living apart because I don't fucking care. It was just weird. It was just it was very strange. But actually, do we want to get into it now? Do we want to read it now? Because it was yeah, I don't know. It was very clearly directed at me. And then he responded to it. I don't know. It was a fun time. Listen, I didn't take it that deep. I even tweeted at one point. I was like, I don't even know why we're fighting right now. I was having a lovely weekend, and I don't know why we're fighting, but I got a little time. And then his cousin jumped into my comments, and his cousin was trying to like come at me, and I was like, "Excuse me, who invited you to this group chat, sweetheart? I don't don't need to hear from you because my family sure isn't clapping back at him." So yeah, yeah. So I was like, "Listen, someone had a little wine, was having fun, popping off, all big and bad. But did your mama put his name in a shrine? I don't know. I don't even think my mom would not put his name. You know what's funny? I went over to my mother's house the other day. I think was I picking up the dog? Yeah, I just gotten back from Arizona, and I think I was picking up the dogs, and I went, and she's in the kitchen cleaning, and she's wearing her Spilling Tea Live merch. I was like, "Why are you wearing that?" It was just funny. Um, so yeah. Oh, but he did reveal the big reason, the big news. He finally did post as to why his husband lives in another state, and I guess his husband's now like a bar manager for Leva. I was like, well, I mean, you guys spent so many years trying to get on Vanderpump Rules, and that didn't work out. So I guess you can go suck Madison LaCroix's dick to get on Southern Charm. All right, I'm gonna get myself off the internet now. Listen, I have a big mouth. I've never claimed to be the bigger person. I've never claimed to be the classier person. I is who I is, and if you come for me, I'm gonna come right back. Okay, you go low, and I'll take you 6 feet deep. Okay, let's not play. All right, on that note. Trust me, there's gonna be so much fun tea for members only this week. What are we gonna talk about? I'm gonna talk about my night at the drag show that I saw Ariana there. I saw Jesse from the Valley and his new girlfriend. I was taking shots with Jesse's new girlfriend. Ended up going out with Chef Stu that night. Which was wild and fun. Something else happened. What else happened this week that I was gonna be like, oh, I need to give you guys that tea? I don't remember. There was somebody that I was texting. There was a housewife that I was texting. Then there was somebody else. Oh, I got a Bravo lab, like kind of got mad at me or something. I don't know. There's a lot. I just have to remember. But yeah, Zach, I wanted to talk about Jersey. We talked about a bit of Jersey at the beginning of the live. But all right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful time today. Enjoy your Tuesday. Talk to you soon. Live your best life. Okay. Don't let bitches come pop off on you on Instagram. All right. Give me a follow, Just Plain Zach. If you want to book a cameo personalized message from me, you can book it now at the link in the description below. Be sure to check out Lume, Lume. Use code NOFILTER at LumeDeodorant.com and follow the podcast at No Filter with Zach on Instagram. You can also catch new episodes of No Filter with Zach Peter every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, streaming live first thing in the morning here on YouTube, or you can always catch it on all podcast platforms. I love it. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm from Charleston originally. His hubs has been staying in Charleston while he's in Hilton Head, 1 hour away. I don't know where Hilton Head is. Oh, so they're not even in different states. See, I didn't even know this information. So they live an hour. Well, that's weird. Why do they live an hour apart? Now I have questions. I didn't have questions before. And you know what? I was not, they did not take up space in my brain last week, but now I have questions. All right. Ciao for now. Ciao for now, guys. Bye.